Welcome back to Cursed and Curious. This is Sunday's place where internet horror, urban legends, and stories that refuse to stay buried come to life. Each week, we step into a tale pulled from the darker corners of the web. Stories shared anonymously, debated endlessly, and remembered long after the screen goes dark. Tonight's story is a long one, the kind that creeps in slowly, builds unease piece by piece, and doesn't rush to let you go. So, settle in, lower the lights, and maybe double-check the door behind you. Because once this starts, there's no easy way out. This is the No-End House. Everyone in town knew about No-End House, but no one talked about it seriously. It was the kind of rumor you heard late at night, passed between half-drunk students and bored teenagers looking for something to do. A house that appeared on a random street. Big carriage, make it through, win money. The rules were simple, too simple. You walk in through the front door. You pass through 9 rooms. You walk out the back door. You win $500. No jump scares. No actors chasing you. No tricks, just rules. My friend Paul was the one who convinced me to go. He was cocky, loud, always laughing at things that unsettled other people. He told me he'd already done it once and wanted to go back, just to prove how easy it was. We found the house at the end of a quiet suburban street that shouldn't have existed. The lights were on. The lawn was trimmed. It looked normal. That should have been the first warning. We stood on the porch for a long time before going in. The air felt heavier there, like standing just before a thunderstorm. I remember noticing how quiet it was. No cars, no insects, no wind. Paul knocked once, laughed at himself, then opened the door. Inside, the first room looked like a living room straight out of a catalogue. Beige walls, comfortable sofa. A TV playing static. A smell like fresh paint. A voice crackled through hidden speakers. Welcome to No-End House. Please proceed to the next room. I laughed nervously. Paul didn't. He was staring at the walls like he was trying to remember something he'd forgotten. The second room was darker, smaller. The walls were painted black, absorbing light instead of reflecting it. The temperature dropped instantly. In the center of the room was a single chair. On it sat a mannequin. At least, I thought it was a mannequin. Its eyes were open. They followed us as we moved. Paul muttered that it wasn't there last time. That sentence hit harder than anything else in that room. The voice returned, calm and pleasant. Please proceed. The third room smelled wrong. Rotten dog sweet, like meat left out too long. The walls were lined with photographs. Hundreds of them, families, couples, children. Every photo showed people smiling in front of this same house. Some of the faces had been scratched out. Others had been circled in red. Paul stopped breathing for a moment. I had to shake him. That one, he whispered, pointing. It was a photo of him, standing on the porch, taken from inside the house. The voice crackled again. Please proceed. The door slammed shut behind us. The fourth room looked like a child's bedroom. Toys scattered everywhere. Crayon drawings taped to the walls. A small bed in the corner. There was a lump under the blanket. I didn't want to look. Paul did. He pulled the blanket back. It was empty, but the pillow was wet. The crying started as we left the room. Soft at first, then louder. Following us, the fifth room was long and narrow, like a hallway stretched too far. The walls pulsed slowly, like something breathing beneath them. Halfway down, Paul stopped. He said he felt dizzy. He said the walls were whispering his name. I didn't hear anything, but I saw his reflection in the wall. It was smiling. He wasn't. The sixth room was identical to my childhood home. Every detail was perfect. The furniture, the scratches in the wood, even the smell of my mum's cooking. I knew it wasn't real, but my body didn't. I heard my mum's voice calling from the kitchen, asking where I'd been, why I hadn't called. Paul started crying. He said his dad was alive in this room. His dad had been dead for 6 years. The voice returned, louder now. Please proceed. Leaving felt like tearing something out of my chest. The seventh room was empty. No furniture, no light, no sound, except breathing, not ours. The door slammed shut, and the darkness pressed in so tightly, I couldn't tell where my body ended. Paul screamed. Something touched my shoulder, something cold. The lights flickered on suddenly, revealing nothing at all. The voice sounded strange. Please proceed. Paul didn't answer. He didn't move. I dragged. The eighth room showed the future. At least, that's the only way I can explain it. I saw myself older, tired. Paul learned. Paul saw himself in a hospital bed. Machines beeping. A flight. He begged me not to leave. The door to the ninth room opened on its own. The voice whispered, "Final room." The ninth room was the porch. The front porch, the same place we started. The front door was open. Sunlight poured in. Paul stepped outside first. He collapsed. I followed. There was no house behind us. No street dot, just an empty field. Paul never recovered. He doesn't talk anymore. He stares at walls like they're about to open. I got the money. It appeared in my bank account the next day. $500 docked from an account labeled NOEND. Sometimes, late at night, I hear a voice asking me to come back. They say the house changes. They say it remembers me. And they say the rooms never really end. If that story stayed with you, you're not alone. Sunday Scaries is about the horror that feels close. The kind that could happen. The kind that makes you question familiar places and quiet moments. These stories heal because they tap into something real. If you have your own unsettling encounters, internet legends, or Reddit stories you think belong here, drop them in the comments. We read more than you think. Until next time, keep your lights on, trust your instincts, and remember, curiosity always comes with a cost. Sleep well.